Good, happy Saturday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, authorities reveal actual identity of killer known as Bob Evans. Let's take a listen to this video from Andy Hirschberger. Sorry about that, Charisse Leclerc. Sorry.
2017 Chevrolet Silverado Double Cab for only $229 a month.
Make it McMulkin.
And never strike out with our huge inventory.
The Thompson Auto Group.
Authorities say they now know Rasmussen was born in Denver in 1943, went to high school in Arizona, joined the Navy, and had a wife and 4 children in the early 70s, a family he left before carrying out crimes on both coasts.
I think he is a monster.
A family now coming to terms with the fact that the man they've been looking for decades is a convicted killer. Tia is Terry Peter Rasmussen's granddaughter. She says her mother, Rasmussen's daughter, has been looking for him for decades. The family never thought this is how they'd find him.
Devastated. She had a father she never knew, who we always assumed was either dead or missing. And she had a little sister that she never got to meet who was killed by her father.
The sister she's referring to is one of 4 people found in metal drums in Bear Brook State Park in Allenstown. One of the drums, found in 2000, containing the body of Rasmussen's young daughter. Police determined Rasmussen killed them all. They also think he's likely responsible for the disappearance and death of Denise Bowden, a Manchester woman who vanished in 1981. Rasmussen died in prison in 2010, where he was serving time for killing his common-law wife in California.
As we said early on in this case is it's in a backwards mode. Usually we start with the identity of our victims, learn the identity of our killer. We have a lot of information about our killer now, and we're hoping that leads us to our victims.
As for Tia and her mother, who just learned of their family member's grim history, the mission now, visit the grave of the little sister her mom never got to meet.
One of the detectives is trying to track down her little sister's grave for us so we could go there and visit it.
And authorities are also very interested in learning about another person. Rasmussen went back to visit his family one last time for Christmas in 1974, bringing a woman with him. Authorities believe that could be the mother of the child belonging to Rasmussen, who was found in a barrel in Allenstown. Live in the studio, I'm Charisse Leclerc, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. 15-year-old crossing tracks struck, critically injured by MBTA train. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
News Center 5. Judged nation's best newscast, breaking news, investigative, digital. You deserve our best. It's our commitment to you.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
WCVB News Center 5, Boston's news leader.
Okay, that is raw video of what happened, and that is the train that stopped on the tracks. A 15-year-old riding a bicycle trying to get from one side of the tracks to the other was struck by an MBTA commuter rail train Friday night. The incident, involving a Fitchburg-bound train, happened at the West Concord train station around 7:50 p.m. A teenager was flown to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. MBTA Transit Police said the teenager was using a legal crossing to get across the tracks when the victim was struck by the train. Police said the train had its lights and horn activated. There are no crossing gates at the location. Crash involving crane slowing traffic on I-295 in Portland. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
The price that matters, it's the service that goes with it. At Patriot, that means you'll meet with great financing people and then our Subaru genius. I'm Mike Avery, Patriot Subaru, Saco.
Update for you on that crane accident causing some major traffic backups on 295. Officials say it was an accident involving a crane and a passenger vehicle between exit 8 and exit 7. The southbound lanes are closed and will be for a few hours, so if you can, avoid that area.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Again, avoid the area, they said earlier. Six police officers shot in U.S. City, 1 dead. Six law enforcement officers on Friday night were shot. 1 is confirmed dead. In 3 different U.S. cities, their respective agencies have confirmed. In Central Florida, 2 Kissimmee Police Department officers were shot. Chief Jeffrey Odell said at a press conference early Saturday morning. Officer Matthew Baxter, a 3-year veteran, died. The other officer, 10-year veteran Sergeant Sam Howard, is in grave critical condition, and progress does not look good, Odell said. Governor Rick Scott erroneously tweeted late Friday night that both officers had died. 1 of 4 suspects remains on the run. The officers were investigating suspicious persons. President Trump reacted to the Kissimmee shooting, tweeting, "My thoughts and prayers are with the Kissimmee police and their loved ones. We are with you." Governor Scott tweeted, "Our prayers are with all of Kissimmee police and their loved ones." A subsequent tweet read, "Our law enforcement officers are true heroes, and we will miss those brave Floridians." Kissimmee is located about 23 miles south of Orlando. And here is a video we have from the chief.
We began first aid measures, called for rescue personnel. Both were transported to the hospital. I can inform you that Officer Matthew Baxter has succumbed to his injuries tonight. Sergeant Sam Howard is in grave critical condition, and the prognosis does not look good.
Okay, and that was Chief speaking out this last night. In Northeast Florida, 2 officers were shot, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office announced. 1 officer in critical condition and the other in stable condition, the Sheriff's Office said. Officials said the suspect was shot and killed by officers. And in reference in both Florida shootings, Governor Scott tweeted, "Just learned of 2 in danger night. We stand with all law enforcement in Florida." No further details about the Florida shooting incidents were released yet. In Fairchance, Pennsylvania, Friday night, 2 Pennsylvania state troopers were shot. Officers said both troopers are stable and expected to survive. The suspect is dead. Josh, a spokesman for Uniontown Hospital, told ABC News, "I can confirm that 1 state trooper was brought to Uniontown Hospital for treatment of injuries suffered in a shooting incident in Fairchance this evening. The injuries suffered by this officer are not life-threatening." And that does it for my report. Our thoughts and prayers are with the law enforcement community and for all police officers in the United States. That does it for the Riley King Newscast. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday and see you back here later on today. Goodbye, everyone.